Yo, what is going on? Good morning, this is Andrew, ZERODRAWDREW, Pip Catch Administration. Welcome back to another video. If you're new, like this, subscribe, keep us motivated, drop this content every day. Now let's get into it. So GBP USD on the weekly chart, as you can see, we did close with the doji candle. This isn't really updated for some reason. Smart Trader's been fucking up, whenever I refresh the screen. But if you look on my Telegram chat, it actually shows the updated version. But overall, we did close with the doji candle with GBP USD to this double top resistance up at this 1.22500 level. So when we break it down to the hourly chart, one thing I do notice is we are sort of forming this crown-like pattern. That's the right shoulder right there. That's the neckline over there on the daily chart. But I do think we do want to take out those highs one more time before we start to pull back to one of those levels listed. So when we break it down even further to the hourly chart, one thing I do notice is that we got this crown-like pattern within this inverted crown. So we can see bear traps to one of these levels listed and start to trade towards that buyer liquidity level above that double top high on the daily chart, right? And then afterwards, we might see that bull trap up there and start to pull back to one of the levels listed. But you do want to just wait for a session, react to the levels, and kind of play it by day. Get in and out and don't complicate the whole thing, right? That is GBP USD. We're going to go over it one more time, more towards the end. So if you are confused, I will clarify it one more time. GBP, JPY, we've also been in a range. Same thing, Smart Trader didn't update it, but we did close bullish. We've been going back and forth. But we did close bullish below this 167,800 high. One thing I do notice is we are forming this crown-like pattern. As you can see, that is the right shoulder, but we didn't take buyer liquidity above that 167,888 high. So I do think same thing with GBP, JPY. I think we might push above that level one more time, trap bulls, and then start to pull back to one of the levels listed. Right. When we break it down a little bit further, looking at the hourly chart, this is really messy, to be honest with you, and this is something I really wouldn't want to fuck with. But if you have to fuck with it, like I said, take your small, risk reward, get in and out, and play it by day. But that is that level over there, that 167,850 high. So like I said, I do think that we might push above that level Monday into Tuesday, trap bulls there, and then start to pull back to one of the levels listed. Right, so that is GBP JPY. Euro USD. All these pairs are kind of reading similar shit this week, but we're going to continue to go over it. Euro USD, this isn't updated as well. We also had, a doji candle to this resistance level. So things are indecisive overall with Euro USD and all the pairs across the board. But similar to GBP USD, Euro USD also didn't take buyer liquidity above the high. So I do think that we might push above that level Monday into Tuesday and then start to pull back after buyer liquidity is taken. So then when we break it down to the hourly chart, it's kind of reading similar price action to GBP USD. We got that crown-like pattern right there within the inverted crown pattern. So I would wait for a session, maybe look for bear traps to the neckline and trade towards the buyer liquidity level and play it by day, right? So, and then later in the week, after we take buyer liquidity above the high, we could look for that bull trap and start to trade towards, support, right? So that is Euro USD. Last but not least, gold. We did close a doji candle. Like I said, so all the shit isn't updated either. We had a doji candle to that resistance at the 1803 resistance level. Like I said, we've been talking about this last week. This is the level that is kind of pretty much resisting the psychological level over here at this 1803. As we approach these levels, price typically starts to, consolidate a bit. The market wants to figure out where the hell it's going to go, and then figures out, and then it just goes. But we're going to play it by day and just move on. So like I said, on the weekly chart, we have that indecisive chart, that indecisive candle. But one thing similar to all the other pairs, we didn't take buyer liquidity fully above that 1810 level. So I do think, similar story to all the other pairs, I do think that we might push above that 1810, Monday into Tuesday. And then afterwards, after bulls are fully trapped, we might start to pull back to one of the levels listed. And then, from there, is free game. Honestly, we need to, watch how price reacts after the sell-off, you know, if the sell-off happens, if the sell-off sets up, you know. But short term, you know, like I said, I do think buyer liquidity wants to get taken above that high. So, you know, during the session of your choice, you just want to react to one of the levels listed. Similar to all the other pairs, I do see like this crown-like pattern forming within this inverted crown pattern. So seller liquidity is below this 1778, you know, right shoulder over here. You know, buyer liquidity is above that trend line. Like I said, you guys just want to react to the session and kind of play it by day. I'm going to go over this one more time because I did it pretty fast and might have sounded confusing to some of you. And if you really are confused, shoot me a DM, Instagram.com/ZERODRAWDREW. Seriously, I don't mind helping you guys out. I don't want a fucking dime. I make money trading. I'm not one of those fucking marketers that only make money, you know, selling you guys signals. Like, if you look at my fucking channel, I don't convert anything. I don't convert anything. There's nothing that's converted. I make nothing from you fucking people. Literally, I post this shit because it's like a log to me, if that makes sense. Like, I've pretty much been on PCA since I started trading, and like, it's all habitual, you know, with everything that I post, the setups, you know, and whether nobody's gonna be there or 1,000 people is gonna be there, I'm gonna fucking show up. So if you guys got questions, shoot me the DM. Like I said, I'm very passionate about helping people that are passionate about this. Like, if you're not passionate about this, I'm gonna smell that shit right away and probably not fuck with you. But we're gonna go over this shit one more time, and then we're gonna wrap this up and get on with our fucking week. All right. So GBP USD, like I said, we closed with that doji candle at the resistance level at that double top. So, you know, we might see short-term pullback, you know, this week after buyer liquidity is taken. You know, when we break it down to the daily chart, one thing I do notice is we have rejections to this level. So I do think we want to push above that level one more time, you know, Monday into Tuesday, and then afterwards we might start to pull back to that right shoulder, maybe even lower, right? So on the hourly chart, we are looking at all these levels listed. We got this crown-like pattern. We have this neckline over here. So we can technically trap bears here. We could trap bears here. Like I said, guys, you just got to wait for a session and kind of react to what you see. If you have questions on how to catch these bear traps, like I said, shoot me that DM. I'll try to help you guys out as much as I can, but there's only so much I could really talk to you about in a message. But like I said, if you want that deal, it's still in the fucking bio, the Black Friday deal. I didn't change it. Used to be $200. It's still $69 as a fucking joke. You know, so if you really want that, you could have it. Also comes with lifetime fucking signals. Lifetime signals and ideas, which I've kind of been, you know, hesitant on. I'm not gonna lie to you, but, you know, I've been consistent with it over the last 4 or 5 years. So if you do want to join the team, I'll be here, and I'll always be here. I'm not stopping this shit anytime fucking soon, you know. But if you see me go ghost for, like, you know, a couple weeks, don't fucking cry, because you got it for so cheap anyways. There's people that are selling signals for $100 a month, fucking giving garbage. So, you know, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not gonna try to be a fucking salesman, if you heard me. So let's get it. So like I said, when you break it down to the hourly chart, you know, we got this crown-like pattern. Seller liquidity is below there or there. Like I said, you got to wait for the session and kind of react to what you see. There's not much I could really tell you now. But same thing with GBP JPY. We closed bullish right there. We pulled back. So we've been going in a range with GBP JPY. But one thing I do notice is we didn't take buyer liquidity above that 888 high. So Monday into Tuesday, we might push above that level, trap bulls, and then start to move down. So like I said, react to the levels, kind of play it by day. That is GBP JPY. Euro USD, similar story. We had this doji candle at this trend line over here. Buyer liquidity wasn't fully taken above those highs. So I do think Monday into Tuesday we're going to pull back. Similar story. We got this crown-like pattern, this neckline, and this inverted crown pattern. So we could see technical bear traps to this level, this level, this level. But it's your job to wait for a session, kind of react, play it by fucking day. Gold, last but not least. I'm sorry if I sound like this today. I've just been, you guys really, this fucking holiday season has been fucking throwing me off like crazy. If you noticed, I haven't posted a single fucking reel last week, but that's because I fucking have shit to do, man. I don't got time to fucking, you know, do all this fuck. But I've been trading, you know what I mean? Obviously, I've been fucking trading. I can't stop. This shit is a fucking drug to me, man. So, gold. Same story as all the other pairs. We closed the doji at that fucking 1810 resistance level. We closed doji at that level. On the daily chart, we rejected that double top over there. Buyer liquidity wasn't fully grabbed. I do think that buyer liquidity does want to push up to that level before we start to pull back. So like I said, wait for a session, react, play it by day, right? That is gold. And that is it. That is it. All right. So guys, if you like this video, smash that like or don't. Subscribe or don't. I don't fucking care. Like I said, if you got questions, shoot me that DM, Instagram.com/ZERODRAWDREW. Love you all. Have a fantastic fucking day. Have a fantastic fucking week. And have a fantastic fucking Christmas and New Year's and Hanukkah and whatever the fuck you celebrate. Alright? Peace.